Hi, today I'm going to show you how to get this look. It is a metallic sunset is what I'm calling it anyway. That's what it reminds me of, and that's kind of what it was inspired by. I've noticed a lot of pink tone sunsets lately, and I thought that's perfect for the Naked Cherry palette. And who doesn't love a sunset, and who doesn't love metallics? Well, okay, there are probably people out there that don't like metallics. I personally love metallics and can't get enough of them, so I was excited to do this look. And the metallics in this palette are, Naked Cherry palette, are my favorites in the palette, so I was really excited to get it to use a bunch of them all at once. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, please keep watching. Okay, I'm going to start by priming my lid with my Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion. Okay, now it's time to use our Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. I'm going to use Feels, which is this light Dusty Rose matte. I'm going to apply it with a Sigma E40 brush, just into, I'm going to do my, kind of just into my crease and then up quite close to my brow bone. But I'll apply most of the pigment in my crease and then just kind of work it out from there. Ooh, one thing I was going to do that I forgot, which I can do now before I get too far out with that shadow, is I'm going to use my Dermablend Loose Setting Powder, and I'm going to use a little makeup wedge here, sponge thing. I'm just going to dip my sponge into the powder and then just put it at the edge of where I want the makeup to go. This is going to create a slightly sharper line than if you, just don't use anything, but it's not going to be too distinct, which is what I want because I'm doing kind of a sunset inspired look, and so I want it to be a little softer. Yes, we're going to brush off a little bit of that powder as we go, but that's okay. It's just kind of a technique I'm experimenting with, and it's worked pretty well so far. So I'm taking it pretty much to my brow right there. And I accidentally just added a little bit of Juicy, which is this peach color, to the other side. So I'm going to add a little bit onto this side because I actually like that. Just a little bit. Because it definitely gives more of a sunset feel. Okay, now we're going to add some Bing, which is this, mauve pink toned matte. And I'm going to apply that with my E25 because it's still fluffy, which works well for blending out from the crease, but it's not so fluffy that I don't have any control over the placement. So we're just going to put that in the crease. We're going to bring it up a little bit too, not up to the brow, because we're actually going to put a third color in the crease. And of course, all of this is really up to you. You can use as many colors in your crease as you have time for. If you have a little more time, I think it's nice to use a few because then you get that really pretty gradient. Now we're going to add Devilish into our crease, which is a plum matte. I'm going to use my E25 again. And I'm going to put that just in the crease and not bring it up. So I'm just, I dip in the pointy end of this brush, not the side. Okay, now we're going to work on our main lid. So I'm going to use this NYX Glitter Primer. I like using this with metallic and shimmery shades. It really helps the makeup stay where you want it. You get less fallout, and yeah, and it intensifies it a lot. So we're going to do that. And I'm also going to apply a little bit of my loose setting powder just underneath my eyes, just in case we get fallout. I don't usually get a lot from this palette, but better to be safe than sorry, right? Beautiful. That was a lot more than I wanted, but oh well. Back to our primer. We're going to apply that all over our main lid. So we are going to use Turn On, which is this light champagne pink toned metallic. And I'm going to actually use my finger to apply this, and I'm just going to put this in the inner part of my eyelid. And I'm also going to take this flat concealer brush and just make sure I get that like in the inner corner. Now we are going to put Ambitious, which is this kind of coppery rose gold metallic, one of my favorite colors in this palette. We're going to use our finger again, and we're going to just put that next to that one. It's going to kind of come to the middle. There we are. That one is super intense, so you really don't need a lot of that one. And now we're going to do Young Love, which is this really pretty rose colored metallic. It's a little mauve toned as well. It's just, this might be my hands down favorite in this palette. Oh, so pretty. All right, and then we're just going to use Drunk Dial, which is this darker plum metallic or cranberry metallic, I don't know, a fruit metallic, a dark fruit metallic. And then I'm going to put it on with my finger again. Surprise, surprise. And that one I'm going to kind of do a V shape with. I'm going to use that flat brush again, and I'm going to make sure I get that where I want it. I'm going to bring it out a little bit. I'm going to apply a little bit more of those colors with my E25, just to, this I'm mainly doing just to make sure they're all blended. There's no science to this, it's just kind of playing with it till you feel like it's the look you want. Okay, and I'm going to use this little liner brush, and I'm going to put a little bit more of Devilish in my crease. Now we're going to work on underneath our eyes, so I'm going to use Feels again, which is that dusty pink matte. I'm going to use a liner brush, which is covered in privacy. I wish I had like doubles of every brush, but I don't. So I'm just going to wipe that off a little bit on my hand. Okay, so I'm going to use that, and I'm going to put that underneath my eye. I take that kind of a little bit far down because I want very smoky. I'm just into smoky with everything. I'm going to take my E25 and I'm going to put that, just going to put a little bit more of that color down here and just smoke it out even more. So very soft hand. You want a very soft hand with this part. Now I'm going to use some of Bing, which was that mauve pink matte. I'm going to put that a little tighter to my eye. Then we're going to do a little bit of Devilish. So it's basically what we did in our crease. And I'm going to just keep that to the outer, maybe half of my eyelid. Now I'm going to use a little small brush, and I'm going to use Turn On, which is what we used already. And I'm going to put that just in the inner corner of my eye. And I'm also going to use that underneath my brow bone. Now it's time for liner. I'm going to use my NYX Matte Liquid Liner. And I'm just going to do a wing, which of course is optional. You don't have to do any eyeliner. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. now it's time for mascara. I'm going out to a lantern festival tonight, so I'm going to use something that's waterproof. I'm using Maybelline The Falsies Volume Express. Now I think we could get rid of this powder underneath our eyes, so I'm just going to do that. Now we can move on to eyelashes. I am going to use my Vegas lashes from Mink Lash Love. So I'll just put those on quickly. Something I forgot I wanted to do, I'm going to use a Maybelline pencil here. It's their Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil, and I'm going to put that, they're perfect for your inner lash line, so I'm going to put that, I guess, your waterline. Okay, now onto lips. I am actually going to prime my lips today with a NYX lip primer, just for fun. All right, now I'm going to use my lip pencil from Model Co., which is Illusion. Next, I'm going to use this NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in Soft Spoken. And now I'm going to use some of this Milani Hypnotic Lights gloss or lip topper in Luster Light. I'm going to concentrate that mainly in the middle of my lips. Okay, and that's it. I'm gonna go fix my hair and then I'll be back. Here's the final look. I love how it turned out. It's so pretty. All the metallics in that palette are just gorgeous. And the gradient effect with them is so cool. This may be my favorite look I've done so far. So thank you so much for watching. Bye. Now we're going to work on, I'm going to take my whoop, that's not it. I'm going to, but I personally, whoops,